Hey, it's Monday, March 30th, and this is your Washington State real estate update. We're going to talk about everything that's going on with the coronavirus, Governor Inslee's stay-at-home order, and how it's affecting the real estate market, and whether or not you can still buy or sell a house. So stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Nathan Barnes with the Barnes Home Sales team at Keller Williams Realty Bothell. So a lot has happened in the last week since I did my last video. As you know, Governor Inslee issued a stay-at-home order for all of Washington State, and with this order, all non-essential businesses are closed down. Now, at first, real estate brokerage services were considered non-essential businesses. However, on Saturday, Governor Inslee gave new directives to the Washington Realtors Association for real estate brokerage services, allowing us to still conduct business outside of the homes on a limited basis, provided we follow certain restrictions. So I'm going to talk about that today. It's great news for both buyers and sellers because you can still buy a home or sell a home as long as you follow the specific guidelines and your realtor follows all the specific guidelines. So let's get right into that. So Governor Inslee's new directives towards realtors on Saturday is fantastic news for buyers and sellers. Prior to this, all realtors had to work from home. We weren't deemed an essential business. Now, there are a lot of parts of a real estate transaction that can be handled remotely. However, there are certain tasks that really need to be done in person. For instance, showings in a home, or taking photographs, or having an inspection done. Now, thankfully, with these new directives, as long as we follow the specific guidelines and maintain social distancing, we can still show homes, have inspectors come out, conduct inspections, even sign new listings and take photographs. So if you look at the new directives, you'll see that any in-person activities have to be by appointment only, and only 2 people can be present at a time. So what does this mean? Well, it means if there are more than one person involved in purchasing the home, for instance, the real estate broker can only show the home to one person at a time, and they must maintain social distancing protocols the entire time. Now, not everybody's going to want to go out and do showings, and I completely understand that. And in fact, a lot of realtors prior to the stay-at-home order going in place went out and did virtual tours of their home. So what you can do, if you're a buyer, you can contact your realtor and schedule a virtual tour in order to see this home ahead of time. And then if you want to go ahead and put in an offer, even though you haven't seen the home in person, you can make that offer contingent on an in-person showing of the home within, say, 2 days of the stay-at-home order being lifted. So there are ways that you can still get around having to actually go out and see the home in person. Inspections are something that can't really be done remotely, and prior to the new guidance on Saturday, there wasn't really a way to get an inspection taken care of. Thankfully now, with this new guidance, as long as we follow the governor's guidelines, we can have inspections conducted. You will have to still have only 2 people present at a time and maintain social distancing, but we're going to be able to get those inspections taken care of. Also, during this time, lenders, escrow services, and title companies are all still working, although doing as much as they can remotely and following the specific guidelines that they've been given from the governor's office as well. Another fantastic thing is the governor signed a proclamation allowing mobile notaries. Now, there was a law passed in Washington, but it was not going to go into effect until, I believe, October of this year, allowing mobile notaries. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, we already have mobile notaries that'll come meet you somewhere. But this is virtual mobile notaries where they don't actually have to physically be with the person that's signing. They can do it via Zoom or some other electronic medium where they are virtually present. Now, this was going to take place in October of this year, but thankfully the governor has now put out a proclamation allowing it to happen now. So now when it comes time to sign those closing documents, you don't have to worry about actually meeting physically with the notary, which is fantastic news for both buyers and sellers. You may be saying to yourself, okay, that's all great, but I don't feel comfortable going out of my house right now to meet with an agent at all. So what am I supposed to do about my dreams to buy a home or to sell a home? Or maybe you're under quarantine and you simply can't go anywhere. There's a variety of reasons why people may not be able to conduct real estate the way they normally do. However, they still want to buy a home or sell a home. Well, there are a few things that you can do in the meantime to at least keep your real estate dreams alive. For buyers, the first thing, of course, is to get pre-approved. You can do this all virtually. You don't have to go meet with a lender in person. You can meet with them on the phone or virtually via Zoom and exchange any information you need electronically and securely. Getting your pre-approval out of the way is really going to help when all of this is done and you're actually able to get out there and look at homes. Also, you can meet virtually with your realtor, especially if you've never met with them before. You can do a Zoom meeting and it's just like we're meeting in person. We'll still be face-to-face. We can go over all the same criteria that we would normally go over in order to tailor your home search. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of realtors have virtual showings available. So we could still do virtual showings and get you through this whole process without ever having to leave your home. Is it going to be exactly the same? No, of course. And like I said, you're going to want to make your offer contingent on actually having an in-person showing of this home after all of this is done prior to the sale closing. Another thing you can do to keep yourself busy during this time is to do your research. A lot of people's financial positions have sadly changed greatly with everything that's going on. It may be that the money that you thought you had for a down payment in the stock market is gone and you need to find new ways to figure out where that down payment is going to come from. Now's a good time to look into that. Find out whether there are down payment assistance programs that you qualify for, what you need to do to get that. Find out whether or not you can take money out of your IRA or your 401k. Do all your research right now so that when things improve, you'll be ready to hit the ground running and beat everybody else out of the gate. Now, for those of you that are looking to sell your house but cannot leave the house, we can still do listing appointments virtually via Zoom as well. We can sign all the documents electronically. The photographs, you may not want anyone coming into your house. I totally understand that. Obviously, normally I would use a professional photographer, or during these times, I would go out and take the photos myself. However, if you're not comfortable with someone coming into your house, but you still really do need to get your house on the market, I can walk you through the best ways of taking the photos with whatever equipment you have. I can also have you send the photos to me and I will get them edited for you and get them online. Yes, it's not going to be the exact same quality as the professional photos that we would have, but it would get us out on the market. And then once the time comes that this has all been lifted, we could get a professional photographer in there and take new photos. Unless, of course, we've already sold your house. So like I said, things are changing rapidly. When I uploaded last week's video, I didn't know that the governor was going to issue a stay-at-home order. Now, here we are for a minimum of 2 weeks staying at home. Realistically, personally, I think it's going to be longer than that, but we just don't know. However, there is still ways to conduct business during this time, and if you can't, there are things that you can do to at least keep your dream of home ownership or selling your home going. Like I said, I'm going to keep updating you. I put out a video every single week on Monday. I may even throw a few additional videos in there in between, just because things are changing so quickly. But look, we're all in this together. We're all in the same situation. I wish everyone the very best during this time. Please maintain social distancing for the good of all of us so that we can get past this pandemic and get back to life as normal as soon as possible. If you want to find out why I don't believe that the real estate market is going to crash like it did back in 2008 because of everything that's going on right now, please watch this video right here that I put out last week. Also, if you like my channel and you find value in the content that I produce, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to click the little bell right next to it so that you're notified every time I make a video. I wish you all the best. I can't wait for this all to be over so that we can get back to our lives. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe, and I will see you next time. Bye.